Ryan Garcia suspended a year. Oh, baby. Crazy. This is crazy talk right now. Um, I'm really speechless. For the first time in a long time, I'm speechless. I wasn't expecting this. I think that both teams knew, but they had to kind of wait for the breaking news. Ryan Garcia tweeted that he was retired, officially retiring from boxing. And Bill Haney's kind of coming out and saying that, he thought that some things was going to happen, some things was going to shake. And my God, 1 year? That's crazy. I guess shout out to Devin Haney's legal team. I guess they're really on it. I was I mean, the last time I think Canelo got a 6-month ban with something very similar with the meat and proving contamination, and Ryan was able to prove contamination, and they still suspended him a year. But really caught me off guard. Really, really caught me off guard. How do I feel about it? Actually, I think it's about right. If you're going to try and start cleaning up the sport, I think that you got to stop slapping these guys on the wrist, and you got to do what you got to do. The reason that I think this is a good suspension is I think that these fighters need to start watching what they put in their bodies a little bit better. And by that, hopefully these guys stop trying to be weight bullies, stop trying to, blow up to 200 freaking pounds when they're not fighting, and come down and fight at 140, 130, stuff like that. Take care of your bodies. Make sure that you working out year round. To me, if it was up to me, I think that they should do same day weigh-ins. Like, forget all of this rehydration crap, all this weight bully stuff. Make sure, even playing field, I think, is if they have these guys fighting same day weights. That's how I would do it personally. I think they should go back to that. I'm not asking for boxing to go back to 15 rounds or anything like that, but I think they should go back to same day weights, and I think you would cut out a lot of this crap and a lot of these supplements and stuff like that, because it's not really good for the sport and it's not good for the health of the boxers long term. What's going on, Stephen White? How you doing? Eastside Herald, what's going on? He said it's good for Garcia cheating. Yeah, but the only thing about the Haney situation is I guess you get justified in a way, and it becomes a no contest. But the whole world saw that ass whooping, bro. The whole world saw that ass whooping. I'm a big Devin Haney fan. So regardless of what happened with this decision, you still got some things that you got to iron out, champ. Like being able to stop a damn left hook. That ain't have nothing, in my opinion, the left hook ain't had nothing to do with him, maybe he was microdosing. I don't know what he was doing. But, that left hook is a problem. And guess what? The next person who fights you, they're going to test you with the damn left hook. They're going to try you, and you better be able to find a way to get some power to muster and get these folks up off you. You better be able to figure out those things, because I do think while the PEDs and stuff like that did come into play, and while Ryan is banned and all of that type of stuff, bro, you still got exposed for some of the weaknesses and for that chin. You still got exposed. So, I wouldn't be celebrating too hard. I'd get back in the damn lab. I think they should get back in the damn lab. And we saw the purse bid. Top Rank won the purse bid. Man, go ahead and fight that fight and shake some cobwebs out, because at the end of the day, you got to get some of that confidence back. Now, I heard somewhere that maybe he's going to wait around and try and get his get back on Garcia. Nah, screw that. Stay active. Be active. And work on some of the deficiencies you have. You know what I'm saying? Work on some of the deficiencies you have. Hey, there's a shake in the fridge for you. So, but yeah, I mean, for me, being a Haney fan, I am a Haney fan. The reason that I'm a Haney fan isn't for what most people would think. You know what I'm saying? Because boxing is racially motivated. So there are a lot of people out there who just like fighters because they're black. They just like fighters because they're Mexican. They just like fighters because they're from the UK. You know what I'm saying? I like Devin Haney because I believe Devin Haney is good for the sport. I think Devin Haney is an excellent champion. I think Devin Haney doesn't duck any smoke. I think Devin Haney wants to fight the very best out there. And if you look at his resume over the last, since he's been stepping up, he's only been fighting better and better competition as it's been going along. So I think he's good for the sport from that. And he's also been active. The things that I ask from my boxers is to fight good competition and to stay active. And by active, 2 to 3 fights a year. You know, none of this fighting once a year, fighting a tune-up, and then every 3 to 4 years you fighting a good fight. Now, I think Devin Haney has been an excellent champion when it comes to that. Devin Haney has been a class act when it comes to that. So I really do want him to get his get back. And I want him to get back because I think that, you know, he's going to be one of the fighters out there that's not ducking the smoke. He's going to continue to try and fight the very best. So that's what I'll say about that. That being said, let's talk about Ryan and where Ryan goes from this. It's actually crazy how you can fall from heaven so fast. My guy was going on a victory lap and all of this type of stuff. And I think that this is why you stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that he wasn't humble, but Ryan was all over the place, man. Ryan was being a crash dummy out here off that win with this thing looming over his head. You know, I don't think that he thought what was going to happen to him happened, but that's the part of, you know, being entitled. That's the part of being entitled. And I do think through this process, both sides have shown some entitlement. Devin's been whining, doing a whole bunch of crying on Twitter. And Ryan is acting as if he's above the rules, even with getting caught and with stuff in the system. I think both sides have been atrocious when it comes to that. So what's next for Ryan? I mean, I'd like to see him in the ring again because, I mean, I thought that at times he looked bad, but I thought the left hook was crisp, and I think that he showed some gall in there when he did fight. You know, the things that he showed had nothing to do with the PEDs, in my opinion. But I think that, you know, moving forward, bro, just move up weight classes and stop taking that shit. Get off that shit. Get off the supplements and all of that type of jazz. You know what I'm saying? Get off of that jazz. But that's all I got, man. 14 people jumped in this thing to hear me talk about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. You know, yeah, guys, I am going to be going back to some Cowboys content. Like I said, with this channel, I'm still going to post content. We're still going to go live. I'm still going to do stuff, you know, because at the end of the day, I want to keep this channel active. I think that DMV Fanatic 2.0, when you know, you're going to see more of my personality outside of Cowboys talk. You know, I'll do a little bit of boxing here, you know, some of the major news and stuff like that, but you're going to see more of my personality. Like, if I'm thinking of a topic or something like that, for example, I was thinking of the other day, why they don't teach sexual education in school anymore. I think that that's crazy. Maybe I'll do a live about that and we'll talk about it. But I personally think that we don't prepare our kids we don't prepare our kids at all for the things going on out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we prepare our kids at all. And this situation proves it. 2 entitled ass sides, bro. Entitled for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Both entitled. All these kids out here are entitled. We got to find a way to make them humble. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I blame my generation for it. You know, I'm in the mid-30s. I blame us. We making it so that our kids are iPad babies. They don't go outside. They don't get scratches and scrapes and all that type of stuff. And they don't know how to deal with it when they get it. You know, my son, my oldest, matter of fact, hold on, come here real fast. So, he fell the other day. Look at his face. I promise, I didn't beat him up. But he fell down. And he You can go over there now. Oh, my bad. I hit him on his knee. He fell down the day before his pro day or prospect day at Maryland yesterday. He still went out there and ripped it up. Our kids got to find out what it's like to fall down, get back up, and still have to be able to perform, whether it's in the classroom, whether all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So those are the type of things that I want to cover. But I think that both sides, it's been a lot of mudslinging. It's been really, really ugly, and I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad that it's over. So Ryan is banned for a year, gone for a year, good riddance. I hope he stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? I hope you stay in shape and come back better than ever. And hopefully we get that rematch, because that rematch will sell. You know, whether we look at it or not, we say this or that, y'all are going to buy the fight. Y'all are going to buy it because there's so many question marks now. Because I personally think if he didn't use the PEDs, he probably was going to whoop Devin that night, because Devin had a stupid game plan. And if Devin stuck to his game plan like he was doing from rounds 2 to 6, he would have wiped the floor with Ryan. He was beating Ryan's ass from rounds 2 to 6. And then he got comfortable and he got caught and he kept getting caught. And that's all it takes. All it takes is one punch to change the trajectory of the whole match. Devin lost the fight because Devin's game plan was stupid and his approach was stupid after he got comfortable. Let's just call it what it is, guys. Look, I'm a Haney fan. I thought Haney was going to beat the hell out of him. I wanted Devin to beat the hell out of him. I wanted him to put Ryan out of boxing. So I'm making that clear. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Sometimes people perform bad under the lights. Sometimes you have bad moments. Sometimes you get clipped. Sometimes you get caught. He got caught early. He rebounded from it. And then he decided that he wanted to go for the kill. And it wasn't time yet. And Ryan took advantage of that. That's why the scorecards were close, guys. And people are wondering why the scorecards were a little bit closer than they were. Devin was banking rounds. He just got caught and dropped 3 times, probably 5 times. You know what I'm saying? The ref was a little bad. He probably really got stopped in round 8, if I'm being honest. He probably really should have got stopped. And I think that it would have been better if he had gotten stopped for his confidence. Because from that point on, he was getting beat from pillar to post. He was getting beat from pillar to post. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that messes with his with his chin resistance later on and stuff like that. Who knows? But that's why I want Devin to get back in the ring. Don't cry about that money, bro. You need some get back, and you need to stay active. And then if you look good and you're showing, maybe you can get back on track, because maybe people will believe that the PEDs had something to do with it. But sometimes in the boxing world, sometimes you just got to take your active fights. Sometimes you just got to get back on track. No contest or not, and sure, you're still undefeated record-wise, but the whole world saw that you were a little bit exposed, and you need to get back on track. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with taking a loss. Somewhere along the line, Floyd Mayweather made these fighters believe that they got to hold on to their zeros and stuff like that, and they got to, prance around and not fight some of the best. Devin, you fought some of the best out there. You fought some of the very, very best in the world. You know what I'm saying? You have. There's not nobody taking that away from you. But you got to get back to the drawing board, because some of the best fighters ever, they took losses and went back to the drawing board. Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson. I would say Roy Jones, but he was kind of done after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, some of the greatest fighters out there, they took losses, and they took the loss on the chin and then came back. They came back. So that's where I'm at with this. So what? Top Rank won the bidding war. Go out there, fight the fight. You know what I'm saying? Whoop up on your mandatory, because I think that you can beat him, and I think you can beat him easy. I forget what his name is, but he's that southpaw that gave Teofimo that trouble. I'm saying, go out there, whoop up on him, and then who sees what the future holds. Here's the thing. Here's why I think Devin should take the fight. Here's why I think Devin should take the fight. You got a southpaw. If the Tank fight is the fight that you still want, no matter what we think about it, guys, the fights still have to happen. And just because Ryan did what he did don't mean Tank would do what he did. And we saw the sparring tape and how that played out. And whether we believe it or not, there's some money behind that fight. There's some money behind it where people want to see it. You know, I seen Tank and Frank, and I saw what that meant for Vegas. So trust me, people will watch Tank and Devin, especially in Vegas. Especially in Vegas where there's roots. Especially where Devin's roots are in Vegas. And then Tank happens to live out there now. You know what I'm saying? So, believe it or not, Vegas would be hot that night. It would be hot. So you can get back on track and look good against a southpaw, and you feel comfortable about yourself again. Maybe people are talking about a Tank fight again. So, that's where I'm at with that. I don't think they should hold out, try and do any maneuvering or anything like that. It's all about getting the champ back on track. And that's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. But, hey, appreciate all of y'all that, tuned in with me live. Remember, my monetization is gone or whatever. So if you do decide that you want to, donate to the channel, I'd be most grateful. And honestly, it's actually crazy the way that the monetization works on YouTube. If everybody donated like to the Cash App and stuff like that, we can get back to the channel a lot even faster. I'm working on trying to get a microphone for when I set up the studio in here. So we are probably about $350 away from getting that microphone in the set that I want to get. So you can donate to Cash App DMV Fanatic. Just that simple. Cash App, with the little money sign, DMV Fanatic. You know what I'm saying? Donate anything that you want to help with the channel. Also send me a message, letting me know who you are on YouTube or what your email address is, because I'd like to, give thanks if need be. Follow me if you're not following me on Twitter, DMV Fanatic 1, and I'm the real DMV Fanatic on Instagram. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all get a salute, and we out. Peace.